Your AI agent spends 98.7% of its time fetching memory, not thinking. That's the finding in a new systems paper from DeepSeek AI, Peking University, and Tsinghua University. It explains why long-running agents stall and the simple fix behind it. Agents don't chat. They accumulate. One coding agent needed 157 turns to finish a single task. Average context per turn, 32,700 tokens. New tokens added per turn, just 429. That's a 98.7% reuse rate. Inference systems split the work. Prefill engines handle new input. Decode engines generate the reply. But every byte of cached memory gets pulled through the prefill engine storage connection, even though the decode engine has an identical connection, sitting completely idle. To run 1 petaflop of computation on DeepSeek v3.2, the system has to move about 22 gigabytes of cached memory. For smaller models like Qwen32b, that climbs past 200 gigabytes per petaflop. From NVIDIA Ampere to Blackwell, the gap between network capacity and compute capacity grew 14 times wider in a single generation. Loading cached memory does not have to be prefill-centric. That one sentence is the entire idea behind DualPath. Path A, the old way. Storage moves straight to the prefill engine. Path B, the new way. Storage moves to the decode engine first, then crosses the fast compute network straight into the prefill engine. 3 things make this safe. Traffic isolation keeps model execution at roughly 99% priority. A dynamic scheduler routes each request down whichever path is least congested. And bandwidth pooling means no engine drowns while its neighbor sits empty. Tested on a cluster of 1,152 Hopper GPUs. Offline jobs on the full 660 billion parameter model ran up to 1.87 times faster. Online serving handled 1.96 times more traffic on average without missing latency targets. And in their largest scaling test, the cluster handled 22 times more requests while latency barely moved. Here's the part most recaps skip. Layer by layer prefill alone cuts completion time by 17%. Adding the second loading path takes that to 38%. Layering in the scheduler reaches 46%. The second path, not the scheduler, did most of the work. Follow for deep dives into the research shaping AI infrastructure. And save this one before your next info review.